Howdy, welcome to our AI Robotics CV project video. So for some context, Dr. Murphy has two robots, one being a drone and the second one being a small marine robot that is navigating through a river. The goal for us is to use the footages collected by the drone to identify debris in the river, and we can later send this information back to the marine robot for object avoidance. So our project is a computer vision image segmentation application, which means given the original image, it'll make predictions and segment out the areas where the machine thinks is a debris. And our model that we trained the information on is called the UNet. So the training process is quite simple. Given a bunch of drone footages, we asked some human labelers to color out where they thought there were debris. We converted that annotation into a black and white mask, and we cut the mask and the original image down to smaller sizes for the ease of training. And once the training is done, we can make predictions on the cut versions of the image. And since they were cut with a specific pattern, it is quite easy to reconstruct that mask once all the predictions are collected. So we used three different metrics to evaluate our model. One being the accuracy, which is how many pixels in total the model predicted correctly. The die-score looks only at the overlap between the prediction and the ground truth. And we've also made a binary accuracy, which treats each 256 by 256 image as 0 or 1, meaning there either is a debris or there is not a debris. So looking at the accuracy rate is quite high. It's 99.6%, but we thought that was a little too high because the supermajority of pixels, as you can probably imagine, were black. So then we also looked at the binary accuracy score, which still holds pretty high, 95%. And the true positive rate and the true negative rate are both rather high, so we're quite happy with it. And we've discarded the die-score because we've realized that the false predictions were skewing those results way too much. Right, so here were some results from our machine learning model. So these are the human annotated debris, and here are the predictions that our model made. It's not quite perfect, but it's still pretty impressive. So the future works. We've noticed that the glares in the river from the sun made some areas rather difficult to predict on. So that's something we can fix in the future. And also, we were given the GPS coordinates for each pixel in the original image. So we can also map the predictions back to a GPS coordinate later on.